Hey folks, welcome to not the first interview show that's hosted by a ghost, but the best one. I'm Hallow Ian, and today I am joined by Dan Hickey. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing well, hello. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on the program with us. So, we're going to be showing one of your shorts after the interview, so we won't dive too deep into spoiler territory. But what could you tell us about the Cookie Crumbles? What was your inspiration?
Well, I always describe it as a Girl Scout cookie comedy horror short film, so it's a mouthful. But I think anybody who watches will quickly figure out that the inspiration is every season the millions of Girl Scouts that hit the streets are now doing videos, and they're just everywhere, and they're trying to tempt you with their delicious cookies. Going from there.
What is it about the horror genre that draws you to it? What is it as a storytelling medium for you?
Yeah, well, I'm a big horror fan. Love horror films, like many, and yeah, they're just really fun to write, and they're really fun to make. This one, I have a lot of kids, running around the woods at night, and we're throwing around blood, and there's all types of things, and of course, like all the kids had an absolute blast. Their parents loved it, and you could just tell it's the type of thing that's fun to make. Regardless of whether you're going for a humorous tone or a scary tone. And then when it hits and you watch it with an audience, they have a good reaction. There's really nothing better.
Absolutely. What is your favorite horror movie?
I get asked that a lot. I honestly don't know if I have an answer. I think it changes a lot. I can't pick one. I'm a big fan of Rosemary's Baby. I do love The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Big early Cronenberg fan. But there's just a lot of great ones out there, and I'm just always open for adding a new one to the list also.
Excellent. Do you have other hobbies or interests outside of filmmaking and outside of horror?
Yeah, I mean, my two big things are really making horror films, and I love playing soccer. I'm an old guy, but I still run around at least 2 or 3 times a week. And then I love just going out. I love beer, so I love going out and drinking. But yeah, and then mostly I do write films, but I write other things too. But yeah, between horror, soccer, beer, work, that takes up most of my time.
What projects are you working on, horror or otherwise?
So right now, I have a day job, so I'm never as fast as I would like. A day job that's not in film, never as fast as I would like to be. But this year, I've done pretty well. I had a film that I wrote that has a tiny bit of horror, but it's actually not horror. It's called Genre. It's kind of got every genre in there, and that is finished and starting to play festivals, and we'll get it online soon. I just finished a writing for a Seattle horror, not Seattle horror, Seattle 48 competition. So that was fun. That was a mockumentary. As part of Genre, I also wrote a song in French. I don't speak French, nor am I a great musician, but the song turned out great, and we shot a music video for it. And then separately, a group down in Olympia is shooting a script of mine, which is a ghost script, and that's called Spec. Joshua Carlin and Turn Film Company are shooting that, and they're doing a great job. And I think they'll be starting in a couple of weeks. And so I got to figure out what comes next. But it's been a good year.
And you also do a lot for the local horror community. You're the host of one of the horror writers meetups, and you're also the administrator and kind of facilitator of the Seattle Horror Filmmakers Meetup group on Facebook. Could you tell us a little bit about your experience doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, actually, I would consider that a big hobby of mine also. I love the filmmaking, but I also like the building community. It's a great community. I love how many people are interested in making horror films. And yeah, it's just, it has Seattle in the name, but honestly, anybody can join. We're on Facebook and Meetup. It's called Seattle Horror Filmmakers. We get together kind of semi-regularly and go drink beer, watch films together. And as part of that, there's for a couple of years now, we've been doing a bi-weekly writing group, which is really open to everybody. And we've had novels in there, we've comic books, music videos, animation. So just, anybody who's interested, even if they're not a filmmaker, just curious, I'd love it for them to jump in and join. And, we're a pretty friendly group.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this show actually came out of connections I've made in that group, so thank you very much for facilitating
you're
that.
a big member. It's great.
Do you have any rituals or practices you have for Halloween?
Oh, wow. No, it's funny. I dig so much on everybody else's like Halloween craziness, and I really appreciate and love all the costumes and stuff at home. I kind of just go out as a fan. I don't really. I've done costumes, but we don't really go nuts at the house. I do love to watch scary movies. Sometimes I will go like old school classic. Honestly, just still like Night of the Living Dead or Carnival of Souls or something. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of people around here that really get into it. There's a couple of great haunts that a lot of people in the Seattle horror filmmakers are involved in, like Nile Nightmares up, and they just do a great job. So I've been going there, and yeah, I just roam, and I just appreciate how creative and amazing everybody is.
Yeah, it absolutely is a great area for that. Where can folks find you and other projects you've made or worked on?
Yeah, well, Seattle Horror Filmmakers is a great way to connect with me since I do run it. Anybody can message me. And the filmmaking channel I have is called Flender Brothers. We kind of have a logo that's a riff off of Shaw Brothers. So a buddy of mine down in the Bay Area and I put stuff on there. Or just, come out to one of our meetups and buy me a beer, or I'll buy you a beer. And I'm out there. I'm out there a lot. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dan. I really appreciate you taking the time to come out and join us here in the cemetery.
I appreciate it. I brought some gifts for you.
Oh, yes.
Since it's so the Chipmunks, who are stand-ins for the Girl Scouts, they have so many delicious flavors. So we have some oat Quakers you can have. We have some PJ Jammy Slammies.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you look at the ingredients, I mean, they have some amazing, yummy ingredients. The Mighty Mints and, one of my favorite, Caramel Gettin'. So, the girls are out there. They're hawking their wares. You cannot avoid them. And the Chipmunks will give you as many cookies as you can eat.
I appreciate the serving size in here.
Yeah.
One whole box, 920 calories.
Yeah, there you go.
What are some of these ingredients? Oh, this is, Composition C, calcium carbonate. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Swirling green in this one. That's, I hear that's people.
It gives it an extra kick. It's really delicious.
This one just it has Pepsi and niacin right next to the rolled oats. That is fantastic. And high fructose motor oil. That's that old no knock stuff right there. It's
good for the gut.
And this one will make sure it just slides right through you. We got battery acid, we got cyanide, and most importantly is the WD-40. Just to make sure none of that sticks too long, but you really get the effects of it in there. And barium chloride, a pinch of malaise. That's I'm always a little bit low on malaise, so just a little pinch of it's good.
For our gray days.
Yeah.
Bring out the malaise.
And Zulium guzerite. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves Zool, so, we get some Zulium guzerite in there. And, I mean, it supports a good cause.
Yeah.
This is how we build the future leaders of America. And, they're just keep an eye out for them. They'll appear anywhere, in your room, under your bed. The Chipmunks they're going to come find you.
And with that, we're going to jump right into the Cookie Crumbles.
Enjoy.